In most sports, a bad night at the office can be overcome with a better performance next week. In MMA, a brutal loss can pretty much ruin a fighter's career. Here are 5 fighters who were simply never the same after a defeat. Those of you who only saw BJ Penn's final years in the sport have no idea how good he was in his prime.
K.O. igencsak tapasztalt harcos, és Penn bedorálja, és ennyi, vége is van, vége a meccsnek, Jézus!
He won welterweight gold by shocking Matt Hughes, utilizing his world-class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to steal away the belt in the most unlikely of fashions.
Top of him, punching him from his back. BJ's got incredible back control. BJ looking for the choke. He's got the choke. He's down. It's over. It's over.
He was the perfect mix of excellent boxing and phenomenal grappling, and he would fight anyone at any weight, even moving to an open weight bout to take on light heavyweight Lyoto Machida. But for as much as we could point to several fights as the one that started his decline, Nick Diaz well and truly beat the brakes off of him in a way that we had never seen before. Watching Frankie Edgar pound him out in their trilogy fight really didn't help things either.
The pressure on BJ Penn right now, landing shot after shot. And if BJ Penn doesn't work, Herb is going to stop this fight. Frankie Edgar finished.
Penn eventually slipped into one of the worst declines in UFC history, losing fight after fight and looking like an increasingly diminished version of himself. Remember, if you're enjoying this content, be sure to get involved by liking the video and leaving a comment. Cody Garbrandt was once seen as one of the most impressive prospects in the bantamweight division, a big hitter with a natural affinity for chaos inside the octagon.
He was crisp, he was sharp, he got inside and tickled. He said he had a power advantage and he showed off with it. He continually stunned Almeida and really stopped the...
He even rose up and shocked the world by embarrassing the legendary Dominick Cruz to become the champion of the world, dancing around the famously elusive Cruz to announce himself as a superstar. But when his former teammate turned rival TJ Dillashaw went toe-to-toe with him at UFC 217, some glaring holes in his defense became clear. TJ dusted him off once again in the rematch, showing that Cody's chin was already starting to decline.
Another right again. Garbrandt nearly out on his feet. Big right hand. Garbrandt in a world of trouble. Big knee. Oh, that's it.
But subsequent matchups with guys like Pedro Muhnoz showcased an even bigger problem. Garbrandt's defense was virtually non-existent as soon as you drew him into a brawl.
Center. Who's going to get tired first? Oh my goodness!
An ill-advised move to flyweight arguably made his chin even more vulnerable. And to say that it doesn't look good for his future would be an understatement.
Con esos golpes de poder, y aquí le volvió a meter las manos. Está tocado Garbrandt.
Cody No Love is not the only brawler who lost his ability to take a punch, but we'll save the worst case for later in the video. Johnny Hendricks was well and truly one of the most impressive fighters of his era, a wrestler by trade and a murderous puncher on the feet.
MMA superstar, Gina Carano.
When Hendricks hit these guys, it looked like their soul was leaving their body.
Can slip and take advantage of that. Oh! Just like that!
The big left hand again! Knockout win for Johnny Hendricks!
And when he took on Georges St-Pierre, he gave the champion the toughest fight of his life. So much so that most people thought that Big Rig had pulled off the upset.
For the winner, and
Hendricks would eventually beat Robbie Lawler to win the title, before subsequently losing it to Lawler in their rematch.
The leg kicks, whether it's exhaustion, that's a left hand that hurt, and the kicks down tremendously. Hendricks wants the takedown, and he's got.
But whether it was the introduction of USADA or simply mental fatigue, when Johnny walked out there to take on Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, he was not the same guy.
It's a lot of punches because he looks for counters. He may be hurt here. This would be massive if Stephen's go. When you watch his 2 fights with Robbie Lawler, he eats a lot of shots. He's hurt. This is Stephen Wonderboy Thompson by first round.
So he moved up to middleweight, where unfortunately things got even worse.
that stunned Johnny Hendricks, who takes the knee. Tim Boat's looking to finish this fight.
This is Boat's best position. When he gets that front headlock, it's over.
And then he was led like a lamb to the slaughter into the cage to fight the human battering ram that is Paulo Costa. And it did not go well.
Costa, the young guy, not just headhunting here.
That's it.
Paulo Costa does it again.
Is Hendricks' story one of the saddest in elite MMA history? Do let us know what your pick would be, because for us, it doesn't get more dramatic than our number one. Ronda Rousey was a truly different level of phenom in the UFC, a trailblazing force that basically put women's MMA on the map.
Ronda's slowly spinning her around. Still working for it. Ronda Rousey remains the...
Even the most elite fighters had a hard time lasting even a minute inside the octagon with her. That iconic armbar was quickly becoming the most famous weapon in mixed martial arts.
Perfect fit for whatever happens. Ronda wants to make it happen quickly. There's the arm. It is all over.
And while her striking mechanics left a lot to be desired, Rousey could still knock her opponents out. Make no mistake.
She's in trouble. Ronda with the knee now. Pedro has big trouble. It is all over.
But when she came face to face with an all-time great boxer like Holly Holm, it was crazy to see how quickly her entire game started to unravel.
Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. She's hurt. Is in trouble. She's hurt. Holly looking to finish.
After that fight, Rousey's bulletproof mentality broke. So much so that she refused to talk to the media ahead of her comeback against Amanda Nunes. And that was arguably even more embarrassing.
Amanda Nunes. Big combination. It's in.
Ronda recently made a pretty cryptic hint that she's considering a return to MMA. What do you guys think? Is that something you'd want to see? Tony Ferguson was once one of the most impressive fighters in the entire sport of mixed martial arts, and one of the biggest fan favorites in the game. He brutalized opponents one after another with a fighting style that was like watching a boulder roll downhill, pure momentum at its finest. But when he ran into Justin Gaethje, he found himself in there with an opponent that he could not break. And unfortunately, Gaethje put one of the worst beatings on him in UFC history.
Free kick, he's checked. Come on, Joey. Yeah.
Tony's hurt. He's hurt real bad.
Real hurt.
Oh, he's hurt bad. They're going to stop the fight.
That's it.
Oh, man.
Justin Gaethje.
From there, we slowly got to watch as El Cucuy's special spark grew dimmer and dimmer.
Charles Oliveira trying to go to 9-1 since returning to 155 pounds. Late elbow there from Ferguson.
And even in fights where he was looking good, like against Michael Chandler, things would quickly go south in the worst way imaginable.
Was a kind of
He was hittable on the feet, submittable on the mat, and he just didn't look like a UFC caliber fighter anymore. Thankfully, he did earn some form of redemption recently in the world of YouTube boxing, blitzing his way through Salt Poppy in an emotional victory.
Starting to find more and more success with a lead right hand.
but who knows if he can actually sustain that momentum. But which fighter's decline hurt the most to watch for you? Let us know in the comments below. Enjoy this video? Be sure to smash the sub button and stick around and support the channel by checking out some of our other uploads. Thanks for watching.